Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And Dak going to start out going to the air. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. You look at this Carolina defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
The Vikings had 8-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to so they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A first down throw for Prescott.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, here's McBride. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
James. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And now a run with McBride.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The
pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come on, set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Let's go. Right, 97.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And some room to run now. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready. 10 cycles. Cut.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Set, cut. Double, 38. Red, yellow. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. Well.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check, smack. Set, go.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A run here with McBride. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, MVP...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. About 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Shot, 17. Ready?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Escapes the defender. And he returns this to the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You put a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McBride. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Prescott to throw it. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself. Just let it happen.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set, cut.
And they'll run again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, here's McBride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott now. A throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there for number 15.
Edo blue. Claws red. Ready.
A give running left. It's Sanders fighting through. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ultra.
Young off the play fake. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Black shot. Smash. Red. Strike 2.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
50 Fury. Ready?
It's Young off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Seal, flat. Set.
Young will set to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Right.
Now Young. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run on first down. McBride, 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.